Hey guys, well, Big Clive had a little bit of a competition going last month with a few different rather dubious pieces of technology. Now, I won one of those. It had four different competitions going. And yes, won one of those, and these are them. Now, I was warned that they were A, mains powered, B, Chinese, and C, very dangerous. Now, I just didn't realise just how bad could get. Now, normally in Australia, you buy a set of Christmas lights, you get the lights, get the little control box, and you get one of these, a plug pack, wall wart, however you want to describe them. Now these. Now, actually, the output of this fellow is 31 volts. Nice, safe voltage, DC. If anything goes wrong, this thing will take care of it. These, however, you might notice something. A complete lack of a plug pack. Now, these are made for the European market. Now, anybody in Europe that has a set of these, I would really seriously recommend you take them apart, and burn them. 220 volts through wires that are like gossamer threads. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't see those holding up to two and a half amps, which is what the whole set's rated to. They're rated to be able to handle. They're only supposed to take about 6 watts or so. But the funny thing is, if we have a look closely, now I don't know if you can see that or not, where the wires actually pass into the plug. Now, if you look at this wire in particular, if you can see that, you'll notice that right the way through the plug, the wires get very, very close together, and very, very close to the edge of the actual power outlet. So what I'm going to do is, let's have a little look with an insulation tester. Now, I've got it set at 250 volts to start with. Operating voltage range. Now, I'll stick that into there, like so. No dramas at 250, go for 500. Go for 1,000. Well, at least it does pass that test. Barely. Now, Normally on this channel I'd take something such as these and grab a mop and stuff nice loads of volts through it. Now that is not going to happen. This time what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use the plug. That's getting thrown. Huh. Oh my god. So the thickness of the cable. Have a look at the thickness of wire that comes out the end of it. Or should I say thinness? Skinny little bloody things and that. They expect that to have a maximum current rating of 2.5 amps. Might act like a 2.5 amp fuse. And one thing that you'll notice that hasn't been seen in any of my videos before is the little safe block. Finally managed to get one of these. Can only get them through people in the UK. But one of the things I was looking at with these lights is, let's just say you've got them plugged in, they're on your metal Christmas tree, and you have a cat or a dog goes in behind the tree, because cats love to climb up Christmas trees and play with things and eat their way through wires and all that sort of thing. Cats do chew wires until they get trained, or have what happened to one of my cats. She actually got a belt off one of the wires she was chewing. Good. Those clips will hang on to these. They might be a little bit small. And no earth. But let's just have a look. Now, they're nice and pretty. So what I'm going to do with these, now I don't know, they don't look like they're flickering much, which you'd think they should, being on that setting. It's a fairly common control box. But one thing that really irks me about these, they have a rating on the back here. Whether that shows up or I don't know. But right there is an IP rating, an international protection rating of 44, a 44. Now, I've got street lights that are harder to get into that have got less actual protection, less of a protection rating. You look at the Sylvania Urban. In fact, a lot of the modern Sylvania streetlights have a plastic clip-on back cover for the control gear. Now that section is rated at IP24. It's still got the weather protection, but it just basically says it's relatively easy to get into, to get your get a shock if you don't know what you're doing. But this is as simple as that. And if you look, yes, those are the live contacts. Now it should be DC out, so what I'm going to do here, I want AC to start with, yes, power. Now, let's see if that does that show up. There we go. $245 volts thereabouts, give or take. Now we'll have a little look-see at what I'm going to do first. I want that setting. What's the output voltage? Still reading an AC voltage of nearly 120 volts just on the output lines here. Now that one went to 113. Okay, right. Now, DC volts. No, I won't do DC volts. If I'm getting an AC voltage at that sort of level, I'm not going to do the DC side of things. So we'll unhook those ones. And what I'm going to do, break my way in. Rather simple circuit design. Bridge rectifier, the 3 switching transistors, the little chip on board stuck in its little spot. Now let's just see, what voltage is that capacitor? 25 volts! 10 microfarad, 25 volts. I can't see anything there. There's a couple of resistors, but they're more well, that's interesting. Quality solder work there. I just broke one of the wires off. Through the rectifier. Now the only thing I can see there, right, rightio, off the back of the rectifier. There's the capacitor across there. Now the positive, hang on. Well, that's interesting. The positive is on the negative side of the bridge rectifier. But wasn't really going for a huge teardown statistic on those, but I'll just put them aside for now. We'll have a look at this other set. Now, it's the same deal. The same very, very dubious mains plug with the same slide down the side with the wires. So I've got to admit that purple set does look quite nice. I quite like the colour of those. Now, get these ones out. One thing when Clive told me that that I had won the Christmas prize was the one thing I told him was, I said, well, fine. When he said it's mains powered and dangerous, and I said, well, okay, fine. I do mains powered and dangerous on this channel. The thing is, it's a case of trying to do it as safely as you possibly can. Now, I haven't got a lot of the safety gear that's needed, but let's have a little look-see at these fellas. I'm building up what I've got here, Now, I really got to say, it's a nice looking idea for a set. It'll blend in with it. It'll blend in with your outdoor surrounds, maybe. Have a little look. See. What do we got? It looks to be 1 ohm. Just as a fuse, I think just as a fuse resistor. Is that, hang on, there's 5 of them have got it, hang on. It's hard to read, it's only, might be 10 ohm. One way to find out, but I'm not about to do that just yet. And again, piece of piss to get into, utterly ridiculous. All the strain relief that these have is that bit of hot snot. That's the only strain relief, which is actually common with these types of controllers. They don't really put any sort of effort into them. But okay, they're these are very flickery. Look at that, that's, you couldn't have that. That's beyond a joke how flickery that is. Now, I wonder what would be causing that. Let's have a little look-see at the circuit board here. Disconnect that. Won't need that anymore. Is there anything else going on this little fella? So I do intend to use some of these, at least some of these LEDs. Ah, here we go. We've got, there's the problem. There's why they're so flickery. It's only half wave. Oh wow, they spared no expense with this. Very tiny little chip. 25 volt. And oh, hey, they got the negative around the right way this time. The other one hadn't popped. But only 2 switching transistors, the small little chip on board, and of course the mode switch. Now, this is where the fun begins. Because I'm going to give that wire there. I don't want to snip 2, I want to snip that one. I'm going to do this the crafty way because I want 10 of these. 10 of these LEDs out. But the potential is there that even these lines here can become live at your 220 to 240 volts, and it's rather opportune of my cat turning up when she did. How many is that we got? We got 25 of them so far. Right. Right. That's number 6. Number 7. 8. Number 8, I think. That's definitely number, hang on, count again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just need to get one more out. Now, I would have thought that I would have seen a junction along here. If that's supposed to be 25 volts, which I highly doubt, there we go, we got 10 out. That's 10 of them. Don't you just love the untangling at Christmas time? Right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, I think that's number 8. Now, it doesn't matter if I blow a couple of these up, because I have plenty of them to do the little job that I want to do. Hopelessly dubious, these lights. Right, we go from here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to do a little proof of concept idea here. Just use those 2 strings so far. Get these out of the way. And bring up this mouldy old set. We'll give that a snip. I'll pull the plug on that. Remember to put that one back in too. Give me some wire. Okay, we have it. Now I need this fella back. Because I'll have to guess anyway. Let's get some soldering iron heat going. Here's my voltage. That one is the unmarked. I will assume, a bit of a guesstimate, that that is the negative. I think I might have a dud pack. I think I've got a dud power pack. Oh well. Bear with me a minute and I'll go and find another one. Well, I have another pack. Let's see if this one works. From that little fella. Where'd the enemy wire go? Down here. Always go where you least expect it to. Right. The unmarked fellow is positive. We've got 31.5 volts unloaded, rated to a maximum output of 37 volts and an average output of 32 unloaded and 30 volts loaded. So let's pull the plug on that for now. Hang on. Now, best assumption to drop 3 volts across each LED. And forgive the excess noise out there, we've got a dog that likes barking. He's barking a little bit too much today. Anybody would think there's people around. It's one reason why I have cats, they're not so noisy. Now, let's go with the assumption that the flag is positive. I'm just going to twist them together for now, because I just want to test this little idea out. Now, nope, wrong polarity. Either that or something just went pop. And there we go. They're static. They're not flickery. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build myself a new set of Christmas lights out of these little fellas. Well, There you go, guys. I'll give you a little look when I'm finished. This is gonna be a project I'll probably won't have this finished before Christmas. I've got a few other things on my plate yet, but at least it'll be a set for next year. Anyhow, guys, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and as per usual, stay tuned for more. And have a Merry Christmas, people. The 2 billion of us in the world that celebrate Christmas, so got to really think of them. But well, on to bigger and better things, and we'll if not before, we'll see you in the new year. Thanks for watching and supporting us, guys.